Okay, heads up, this is very much going to be my personal opinion. There is a lot to discuss around this specific topic. You can talk to Linus Tech Tips, you can talk to Gamers Nexus, you can talk to Lewis Rossman about how crucial this situation is. But Right to Repair has had both a victory and kind of victory in the last couple days, and I wanted to just talk about my opinion on the current state of Right to Repair and what my personal opinions are about this situation and what we should do going forward. So let's get started. So I had this train of thought start of kind of come back to fruition because I really hadn't thought about Right to Repair for a while after I read this article by the registrar about Lenovo's PC boss saying that 4 out of 5 of our devices will be repairable by 2025. And they're claiming that they're going to be able to release things like the SSD, the batteries, RAM, all that kind of stuff to be fully repairable by the end user or have a path to purchase the parts necessary to get those parts so that the end user can repair their own devices and continue using them. And again, overall, I think this is a very fantastic thing. At the end of the day, being able to repair something that you need to use in your daily life, which is a computer, and frankly, computers, cell phones, electronics of any kind, should be repairable by the end user because we use them on a daily basis. They are something that we can't always just let sit on the sidelines for 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 weeks when a repair company is trying to fix it, or we have to send it off or RMA it and buy a whole new thing. We just can't drop the kind of money in this economy anymore for that kind of thing. And so a Right to Repair truly having the strides that it has in the past and continue to do in the future is extremely, extremely important. And the next thing in that regard that I want to talk to is California passing a law in the Right to Repair sector and being able to get end users manuals and parts that they weren't able to get before, forcing companies that operate within California to be at the forefront of this conversation. So not only can we save the environment, but we can stop the level of e-waste that we are creating as consumers by just fixing the things we already have. Most people hold on to cars for 10 to 15 years because at the end of the day, most people can go and get an oil change from 50 different locations and find the price that they want for them or change it themselves. And at the end of the day, we need to be able to do the same thing in an evolving electronics market, whether it's the camera I'm shooting on right now or the cell phone in my pocket or the computer I'm recording to at this very moment. All of these things should be fully serviceable by me so that we can just continue to use something instead of buying all these random parts all the time and buying all these random devices that come completely soldered. And I'm looking at you, Apple, because you're not making it any easier. Now, there is one kind of con to this story and to my kind of opinion on the whole topic, and it's what level do we let the end consumer have access to? And in the car world, as my example, people change engines all the time. They mod engines all the time, and they do have access. While it is a way more dangerous and way more time consuming and way more knowledge heavy aspect of a vehicle, they still have access to do it. Now, Tesla and electric vehicles are making that a hell of a lot more complicated, but at the very base level, I could go into my Civic and change every single aspect about it because I have access to the manual. I have access to all of the knowledge that I would need to do so. It might take time, it might take service, it might take labor, but I could do it all myself. And do we expect to have people have that level of expertise when it comes to electronics, when it comes to very dangerous components of computers and photography equipment, and just allow them to nuke it and then look at the look at the manufacturer and say, it's your fault, how dare you? And that's kind of where we're sitting at this current moment with companies like Framework. Framework has developed not only a laptop that is fully serviceable, but a marketplace for which all of these people can continue to buy parts, different products, even getting so far as to make different things with 3D printing and say you can customize it in this way and you can create other little parts that plug in and use the interface and use the technology that Framework has created to create like a different set of pluggables and plugins that you can use in their fully expansive network of technologies and computing. And at the end of the day, I am not being paid by Framework to say any of this thing. I just really respect what the company is trying to do, essentially taking what the custom PC world has been doing already and giving it to laptop owners. And this computer, the Framework 16, if you guys could give me a lot of money so that I could afford a Framework 16, I very much appreciate it because I need a laptop and I only want to buy this one. But overall, where is the end game for a lot of people? Because at the end of the day, like a framework is not going to work for somebody like my parents or my grandparents, because they need to be able to have like a service network or a company that has like a customer service line that they can call. How am I supposed to explain, okay, on page 67 of your manual, X, Y, and Z? There are going to be consumers that are not going to be willing to learn this level of tech to fix their own stuff. But does that mean that they shouldn't be able to? And that is the main argument that I feel like a lot of companies are making right now, is that most people aren't literate enough in this category to justify legislation being put in place. And I can't find that is further from the truth. These companies are finding ways to manipulate us. And I'm specifically looking at Apple, and even car manufacturers, especially like Tesla, are blockading ways for us to be able to service our vehicles. I have a friend who owns a Tesla who has been waiting for 2 months to get their Tesla back because we live nowhere close to a Tesla certified repair center. And so they have to like ship their car off for 2 months. Imagine being without your car for 2 months. The financial toll, the personal toll that would just take. You could lose your job if you don't show up to work on time and you don't have reliable transportation. And that, in this world and the ever-evolving network of technology, is becoming even more of a concern. If I can't fix my laptop or my phone or any other device that I have in a reasonable period of time, I could be out resources for a significant amount of time. At the end of the day, this topic isn't just about the environment. It isn't just about servicing the end user. It is about continuing to make technology something that consumers can wrap their brains around and service themselves like many other product categories in the world. We need to be able to work at a faster pace like the rest of the world as we constantly evolve to have a faster and faster set of pace in the world. With that being said, I'm sure this is a very, very convoluted topic and you have multiple opinions. So in the Discord or the comment section down below, let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and check out this video right here if you want to see some more of my content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.